Aloha and welcome back to Sorare Lounge, hosted by the Sorare Thursday Club. Sante. It's actually take two because I spilt my beer all over my desk on take one, but we're back. We are the confirmed #1 fantasy sports podcast in Europe. If success is based on infrequent uploads, debatable quality, and extreme bias towards our own clubs and galleries. If you are new around here, we are the dynamic duo. I am Ricky, and you can find me on Sorare as the Sorare Mamba. And I am your chief instructor for this New Year JPEG workout as we shake off those excess holiday pounds. And I am joined, as always, by my co-host, the Rudy Voller to my Jurgen Klinsmann, the hype master himself, the man who asked Santa for Jack Grealish's cast for Christmas. It's John Dorr, a.k.a. DawNado. Unlike Ruben Amorim and Enzo Maresca, we are back for another year. Although you can probably expect equally as poor results from us. The transfer window is wide open.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I couldn't find anyone to take you on loan, so I guess we'll plow on for now. How are you today, buddy?
Oh, that is the intro of someone that's not on a hangover. That was a beautiful intro, mate. Really good. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. There's been lots of managerial changes in the last few days. You had Nancy, whatever you say, at Celtic as well. It's all been going on. But
I think Nancy's probably hired and fired since we last put a podcast out.
I think he has been. I'm pretty sure Columbus Crew only just announced their new manager like 4 days ago, and then the manager they just got rid of is now available again. Yeah, it's a weird one. But other than that, yeah, I'm all good, mate. I'm excited to do a proper show. It's been a while, isn't it?
Yeah. We keep getting caught up on those pesky rewards videos. Our latest one was our New Year's Day fiasco released this week, where we were extremely hungover, trying to craft. Quite entertaining. We actually had some really, really good pulls on it, really good results. So maybe go check that out. Maybe I'll put a card on screen. Probably won't, but maybe I'll remember to do it. Yeah, go check that one out. But we're back with an actual podcast. So we've got quite a lot of stuff to catch up on that's been happening over the winter break while we've been away. So we'll go through that on tonight's show, talk everything new to do with Sorare, plus returning favourites, Who Am I quiz, Suck on Those Toffees, the State of Sorare, and Super Tips of the Week. So all that to look forward to. But before we get started, if I could throw out a little plea to anyone who's watching or listening to this, if you could drop a like, subscribe, and all that vibe, it would mean the world to us. Watching our little numbers go up or sometimes down would make our January a lot more exciting. Would mean the world to us. Thanks for that in advance. But let's get going. New Year's resolutions, try and make our videos not go on forever. We failed for 3 years now, so let's see this year we can do any better.
I'm sure we've got not much to talk about. Like, we haven't done this catch up for about 6 weeks.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. But before we get into any of the new news, we always like to start off with a little section we affectionately call 5 and Kicking. 5 quickfire questions for yourself to get that little brain in your little head turning and purring, ready for the rest of the podcast. So I've actually lined up some questions. I got 6. I had too many questions. Maybe I'll ask you them all. We'll see how it goes. Question 1, quickfire. New year, new Johnny. Quickfire. You can have one of these accolades.
Okay.
You can win Wimbledon, win a gold medal at the Olympics, win the Tour de France, or win the Formula One World Championship.
Gold at the Olympics.
Yeah, it just feels cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, you got to have that gold. Wimbledon would be cool. I mean, do you want me to go through them as quick fire? No, just gold.
Just gold. I like it. Yeah, I don't want to do no cycling. It's a lot of exercise.
Plus, you need to take roids to win. We've all seen that. Well, I don't like needles, so there's no way I'm doing that.
I'm not really good with cars. I don't mind a bit of tennis, but gold medal would be cool. All right, good. Question 2. A mystery genie appears. It says you can become a character in any fictional TV show or movie ever. Which show and character would you become? So you become that character and your life disappears. You become that character and enter their world.
That's a big old question, that, isn't it?
Do you want me to give you mine?
Yeah, maybe give me yours first, and then.
I thought this one might stump you, so I prepped an answer for myself. don't know. First one that sprung to mind was James Bond.
Ah, that's a good one.
Martinis, ladies become really suave.
Yeah. You always win.
Impossible to be shot.
Yeah.
Just come back to life. Like become a regular, newer version of myself every now and then. Maybe Ron Swanson from Parks and Recreation. A bit of Ron.
Oh God, this is tough. This is a tough one, man. Christ, it's quick fire, but you've asked me a really tough question. Who would I be? Who would I want to be?
Any character from a film. It's quick fire. You can't lose.
I know, but I can't think. All I can think of is Frodo Baggins for some reason.
There you go.
I guess I'd be Frodo Baggins. I mean, I love the film, but I'm not sure why I want to be Frodo Baggins. But maybe Gandalf. Gandalf's a bit cooler, isn't he, with his staff? And he lives forever.
I've seen you after a few ciders going around asking little men to put their finger in your one ring. So it does make sense.
That's good.
All right, Frodo Baggins. Sure.
Okay.
No, I like Lord of the Rings. Why not? You could have picked like Aragon or Legolas, but no, you went for.
Yeah. Well, I went for Gandalf. The second bit I said was Gandalf, so maybe Gandalf's a bit cooler, isn't he?
If you're Frodo, does that make me Samwise Gamgee?
Yeah, you're the fat or ginger one.
Wow, I was trying to say something nice there, and you came out with an insult. All right, rank. I'm sticking with a film theme.
Okay.
2 questions in a row. Rank these film characters from 1 to 4 in order of how good you think they'd be. It's so rare.
Right.
Shrek, Ron Burgundy, Wolverine, Dracula.
Shrek, Ron Burgundy. I think Shrek might be sneaky good, because he's quite brutal, isn't he? He's brutally honest. He doesn't lead with emotion. I mean, I haven't watched Shrek for about 15 years, but I love Shrek and I love life.
Yeah.
Shrek is life. Shrek is life. I'm going to go for Shrek at 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Dracula as 4.
Yeah.
And that's purely because vampires freak me out. So I'm just sticking them at 4.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'm going to go for Ron Burgundy, number 2.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've gone for. Maybe I'll put Ron Burgundy number 3, Shrek 2, and I'll go for Wolverine number 1 because Wolverine's just badass, isn't he? He just feel like he'd get lucky all the time. He could do loads at the same time, settle his teams really quickly because he's got fingers and claws.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I like that train of thought.
Yeah.
I was going to go Shrek 4. I'm worried that his fat fingers wouldn't be able to do the work, and he lives in a swamp. I'm not sure what the Wi-Fi or 5G.
Better than here.
Yeah, I would have gone Wolverine 3 because I know you said his claws might be an advantage. I'm worried if he gets a DMP or something and they just pop out and go straight through his iPhone 15. That's the end of setting his lineups.
Yeah. He'd hunt down the DMP person, wouldn't he? Whoever it was, like Hans Van Aken ran in DMP, he'd fucking go to Bruges and he'd fuck him up.
Yeah. And it'd be close between Dracula and Ron Burgundy because, Dracula's going to sleep through the day and miss the deadlines. But
he'd be good for MLS. For the MLS only comp, he'd be all over it.
Yeah, exactly. Those late deadlines, he's going to be able to watch all the late night action that I'm in bed from. So, and Ron Burgundy, he's a bit, I don't think he's the most clued up knowledge-wise, but he's used to deadlines and he's a news presenter. So, he's not going to miss. You've pre-planned this beautifully, mate. I like your answers here. Yeah. All right. That's what I'm going. I'm going Ron, Dracula, Wolverine, Shrek.
Okay, complete opposite of what I said. I like it.
Quick. So question 5. Keep 1, destroy 2. Quick play, common mode, missions.
Well, I'm going to destroy quick play straight off the bat. I mean, I don't mind quick play, but it's not something I've immediately taken to. So destroy quick play. I'm really enjoying the common play. Just my absolute addiction to collecting things. I know they've got no. Well, you can win credits, can't you? To be fair, So that's good. And you can, if you hit the common thresholds, the fifth one I believe is cash, but it's freaking hard to get to. I haven't got anywhere near it so far. So I think I'd keep common. Was it collecting common cards? Is that what you said?
Common mode, just all of
common modes. Yeah, common mode. I'd keep that for sure. And then I guess I'm getting rid of missions, although I do like missions. So missions is definitely second in that lineup of 3. But if I'm going to get rid of 2, it's got to be missions and that, I guess.
Missions are destroyed by common mode. That was actually question 4 because I missed one. Question 5 now. Sign, release, bench. Sign, bench, release. Okay. Pirlo, Xavi, Skulls.
Sign, release, bench. I'd 100% sign Xavi. Fuck, that's a tough one, that. I'll probably release Skulls just to piss you off. And then I'd stick Pirlo on the bench just because he's a man from my own heart, just sort of trots around the pitch. A couple of silky head moves here and there, little nutmegs, except he does it all the time and never loses the ball. Except I don't do that at all. But I'm just going to purely release Skulls just so you fume about it and say he's the fucking best midfielder in Man United's history.
So that's the second time you've insulted small ginger people on the podcast already. Yeah, and you are mental. Skulls is a fucking wizard. From someone that wants to be Gandalf, I can't believe you're getting rid of Paul Skulls.
All right. That's a tough 3, to be fair. Like, who are you getting rid of there? Are you getting rid of Xavi then?
I'll sign Skulls, I'll bench Xavi, and I'll release Pirlo.
Stuff.
And this is just a bonus question, just to get on record. Your thoughts. Who will be the new Manchester United and Chelsea managers off the top of your head? Let's say permanent. Don't be giving me Darren Fletcher.
Okay, well, I was going to say Man United are clearly going for a temporary manager. I think I did it immediately. Immediately, I thought Glasner was potentially going to be getting lined up, just because I know there's been a lot of stuff in the media with Glasner in the last 6 weeks where he's kind of refusing to sign a new deal, isn't he, at Palace, and his contract's up at the end of the year, I think, and I think he's done a really great job with Palace. They obviously won a couple of trophies, first time in about however long, and played nice football. But he's a bit of a stubborn old guy as well, isn't he? So I'm not sure quite how he'd get on. But I reckon they're probably lining up him for Man United. Chelsea, it seems that Rosenior's the guy, right?
I think he'll probably be announced by the time this goes on.
I've seen that funny picture which gets posted about a lot on Twitter of Todd Bowley talking to himself when he's discussing deals with Strasbourg. So I think he's probably coming in from Strasbourg, right?
Yeah. All right. There we go.
It's a weird one, isn't it, Rosenior? I mean, I think he's done well in Strasbourg, but he's like sacked at Hull. Was it at Derby as well? I can't remember.
The well-known managerial path: sacked at Hull, go to Strasbourg, end up at Chelsea.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah,
but we'll see. I mean, who's lasted more than like 18 months at Chelsea in the last decade? I can't think of many managers that have, lasted long.
I mean, they took Maresca, didn't he, when he was Championship Leicester, so they obviously like a bit of Championship.
I don't know what you think of Maresca. I think it's a bit of a joke, to be honest. Like, I know he's come out and said some stuff in the media, but what are they expecting them to win the league this year? I mean, they're third or fourth, I think.
They're the world champions.
They won the Club World Cup. They won the Europa, not Europa League. They won the Conference League. I don't know. I don't know what they're looking to do, but
all right. I'll go Moisey and Big Sam, and we'll see who's right. All right, that was the quickfire 5 and kicking section to get us started, and we'll now head into some actual full-blown Sorare content. We like to start off Sorare section of the podcast with the State of Sorare. So after this long holiday break, we will see how we both stand with our relationship with Sorare based on a score out of 10. We'll give you the number from 1 to 10, how we're feeling about Sorare as a whole right now. I believe I was like an 8.8 last time, and you were like a 9. I mean, this is pre December stuff, wasn't it? So it's all very lofty and very fangirly from us at this point. There's some very high scores. Let's see where we stand now. Do we go first?
Sure. Now, I'm going to prefix this by saying it's going to take a lot for me to drop below sort of 7.5 on Sorare, because I bloody love Sorare. But I am going to go for just a very good but slight decrease to 8 out of 10.
Okay. So 9 to an 8.
From a 9 to an 8. I can't remember quite what point we were. I think we were, like you said, just before December. I can't remember why the lofty heights in the last one. I'm going to go for 8 just purely because I was hoping for a bit more from the Christmas build up. There wasn't really much going on, I don't think. I know we had the spins, but not much was going on, let's be honest. We were just getting level ups all the time. So yeah, there's that. And also just the Christmas break in general. It's not Sorare's fault, but just there's not quite as much football on these days as there over the Christmas break as there used to be. I know there's a couple of winter breaks in certain leagues, and MLS isn't going on right now. And so, yeah, I'm just going to drop it down to 8, but still overall positive for sure.
Okay, an 8 on the State of Sorare from you. From me, I was at 8.8, and I've done exactly the same as you and taken 1 full point off. I'm at 7.8 out of 10. Like just a lot of status quo for the festive period, isn't it? I'm spending my money and time on like my actual friends and family instead of JPEGs. So
Yeah.
real life people take my focus in December. Lots of teams are off, and lots of leagues are off.
Yeah.
Teams to set. I always tend to focus on Sorare less during like big holidays and things like that. Anyway, I'm not in my office every day, so less time to like slack off, and do missions and browse random players and things like that. So it's always gonna be a slight drop off. However, I'm loving streaks. I think they're the main source of interest for me over the break, probably in the platform as a whole. Now, I guess we're all sort of getting those extra players for extra teams and extra leagues now, aren't we? We had the duo missions, which were really good for getting us started in some other leagues.
And long form is great, and as I'm sure we'll maybe get onto, but we've both done pretty well in the last few months of certain things, and I just think long form's fantastic, which is one of the main things, bulking it up to 8 out of 10. That's still a good score. I think long form comps as well as weekly comps are definitely needed forever. It can't just be a 1 year thing.
Yeah. And we're all getting extra essence, spending our essence, getting the more players, and I think everyone's starting to see a bit more of like streak 3 and a bit streak 4. So you start to see a bit more chance at decent returns, which is nice, and
for sure,
it's the main thing I'm excited about each week now. Like, oh crap, I've got 2 streak 3s this week, or I've got streak 4. I've got the Premier League streak 4, $200 this week, and it's like that's a lofty amount. That's like starting to get old school on Sorare when you're like, I could get 200 quid here for hitting that. So
did we do a show since I managed to get to the final streak on Bundesliga? I got the $200. I think it might have been that week where I was doing it, because I crafted a play I was going to use, didn't I? So it might have been that week, but I got to the final streak in Bundesliga and failed miserably, unfortunately. But I did invest, like it was a real big thing for me that week. I put a lot of effort in. It kind of felt like the Sorare of old, where I was researching players like all day, like trying to see when people's auctions were, like really attentive to team news, any sort of random leaks that was happening on Twitter that week. So obviously it fell flat in his face, but it felt really nice that week, sort of old school in a way, like trying to like Discord people, see if they come down on their prices and stuff. Like it was cool.
Yeah, I definitely bought a few extra players for this Premier League one this week, and I've got the Challenger Streak 4 as well. It's only $100 in Challenger, I think, but like it's only been Scotland for so many game weeks. It's still only Scotland, and I'm like, when the fuck are the rest of the leagues coming back? But yeah, it's definitely the main source of entertainment for you. The Championship as well keeps me ticking over as well. I just won my second set of tickets from the December one. I like it. We'll talk more about that in a minute.
So it's my turn this month then.
Your turn this month. Yeah, we do like to go one after the other. All right, 7.8 and 8.8. So still really high, but coming down slightly. But it's been a bit of a quiet period. Super excited to see what's happening for the World Cup. That's my next big announcement. Really excited for that. But I guess we'll have to wait a little bit longer. Oh no, they did say they'll give another big gameplay update, so maybe that'll start to be included in that.
daily rivals like it was before for the Euros, please. That'd be so good.
It's good. I'd love some crappy sticker book collection thing again. I
I
know the custom cards are rubbish now and no one wants them, but at the time, just like collecting stickers, that's fine for me. It's just fun for the time it was happening. I don't need them to be worth millions down the line. Anyway, let's do some Sorare news. The Sorare news update section. We'll do a couple of stories and then we'll do one of our regular features and then we'll circle back. You touched on it then. Sorare winter season, but without an I. WNTR season. What did you make of the winter season? Should we start with the card designs?
Well, yeah, I mean, I like the card design. I think the card design looked good. They're obviously the standard. They were the standard ones, weren't there? Where it was just looked a bit wintry, and then there was the pose ones, which were 20, 40 players. Was it across?
Yeah.
So yeah, they were cool. I didn't pick up any of these special ones myself. I did look at the Illumin and Die, but there was just never any bloody auctions for them ever. And then the instant buys were like stupid price, and I was like, I'm not paying that. But yeah, I like the designs. I didn't actually like the Illumin and Die one. It's really crap. I don't know if you can bring that up on screen, but out of all the winter special ones that I saw, it was by far the worst one. He's not even doing anything. He's just like laughing. He's going, it's really crap. It's like, because you know when they do these media days where they have to do these stupid things in the screen, like all this shit. It's like the picture they've chosen is the one in between the actual two pictures where someone's just made him laugh in between. It's not good. So that was definitely actually a deciding factor to me not going for it. Maybe I'll pick one up on secondary market at some point. But yeah, the cards look fine. Look, what's that all about? It's just him going, it's not.
There he is.
He's not doing anything. He's just laughing.
Yeah.
Like if his arms were doing this or something at the bottom, at least be like, but I don't think he is. I don't know. It's crap for me. Absolute crap. But yeah, I like the designs though. And the designs are cool. I'm all for buying these special design cards, as you are as well, I know. So
maybe I'm going to throw out something a little controversial. Is that I didn't really like.
Well, I was going to say they're not in like the top 10. We did the card design thing last year, didn't we? They're not probably the top 10 card designs, but I still think they're decent. But now we've had some really good ones. I feel like that was probably a bit of a letdown.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen quite a high level of card designs. Some of them have been really pretty, really nice. This, when they come out, it's nice. Maybe we're starting to get desensitized to it because we get so many special editions and so many promos now. Yeah. So many things that when we see this, we're like, oh my god, that's incredible. It's just another regular. Yeah, they just look cold. Is it?
If I'd been anywhere close to getting number one in Everton Limited Collector, I would have just gone and bought an entire stack of the Everton cards, but I'm so far away because the guy in front of me is just completely hammed the first editions. I was just like, I'm not going to bother. So I'm letting someone else have it this year. But yeah, I don't mind these. The standard ones, I think, arguably look better than the animated ones.
It just sort of looks to me, like when you get an old Pokemon card that's been in your pocket or in somewhere. The corners are just a bit whited up and a bit fucked. Yeah. They're just sort of like that. Or like when you go out in the morning at the moment because it's frosty and you defrost your car, but it's still sort of around the edges, it's still fucked. So you have to peer right in the middle while you drive down your estate.
And part of the coolness of the last Christmas ones, the one before, was we were doing the crafting at that point where it was doing the big reveal, you remember? Or revealing the special edition version. Yeah. And that was kind of part of it because it kind of cracked like ice, didn't it? It was quite cool when they animated it. Because we now didn't have that this time, it sort of took away from the design a little bit in a way. It didn't become so special that I've cracked one and it's a snowy, bloody background one.
Yeah. And also, how the fuck is Nathan the cat 16? There's no way that he's 16.
I like his name though. Nathan.
I like his name, but he looks 34. Easy.
If you are an Anderlecht supporter and you own a cat and you haven't called it Nathan the cat, then I don't know what you're doing. You're missing a trick.
Honestly, he looks massive. 16. Like, if he tried to steal my wife, I wouldn't put up a fight. There's nothing I can do against him.
He looks like he should play for Lazio's youth team. That guy.
Yeah. Nathan the cat.
He's not a goalkeeper.
Anyway, what about the cards? Yeah, all right. Bang average for me. I think I've just been a bit desensitized to it, and I do want to pick them up for anything. And like, obviously, they were to be used for quick play, weren't they? Winter quick play. Thoughts on winter quick play? Obviously, we're in stage 3 now, so it's still going on.
It's not really something I've tried. I've done it a few times. I actually managed to get the first streak once. What I don't like about it is you can't use the cards. If you're doing it mid-game week and you've used the card somewhere, you can't use it. I couldn't find a way you could even deselect that person from the team and cancel the team. I guess you could probably if you did it a separate way and just cancel the team for something else, and then the card would be available. But yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of it. And also, I wonder if it could be like they'd still give you some money if you use an in-season card to try and encourage people who have got in-season cards, but then the value would be doubled if you have a winter season card. Do you know what I mean? Because it does feel a bit of a shitter that we've, not so much us, but people have spent thousands of pounds on these new in-season cards and they can't use them in this in-season, winter season comp. Like, do you know what I mean? Maybe that's me just being a bit of a twat, but feels a bit harsh. I like the idea, and I do think it's a good idea, and I do think it's got legs, but I've just not got into it. And maybe it's just because I've not been quite on Sorare as much as I was because of Christmas and various things. I didn't really own any winter cards, so it would have needed me to buy some, and just never really got there.
Yeah, I just didn't have spare winter cards. If I had them, I was using them in season lineups. But did someone win? Wasn't it 20,000 for the last one? Someone got it. One person.
Yeah,
it was awesome. Obviously, it's quite hard to get. I wouldn't have enough of the cards to probably be able to be selective over who I'm choosing and be able to play like matches. Or
for me, I kind of tried it. If I was to get lucky with the first and second targets there, I'd do it with just cards I'd accumulated through crappy crafts and some prizes. If I did get to that third one for $50, I'd probably give it an actual proper go, because that's worth it. I'm just not sure that initial $2 is really giving me that oomph to get into it.
Yeah, I do like the time period though. Like you've got a certain amount of days and you can just keep going and going and going. Yeah. So it does give you the option to plan a little bit if that's your thing. Like you mentioned, if it's just regular in season, they trialed it in NBA and it was just in season cards. It was before the winter update, and I was playing that. I was using some leftover in season cards, and I hit the first 2 a couple of times. So I quite enjoyed that, but I think it being specific for the current promo sort of put me off. But I don't mind the idea of quick play. But yeah, when it was just in season in NBA, it worked for me. Not so much when it was winter. Yeah, I do like the idea that they're trying to get something that's like daily, that's like constant, that you can re-enter once you're out. Something sticky to get people on the
like rivals, effectively, like a daily thing you can do. I do think it has got some legs. Just needs a bit of work potentially, but I guess that's maybe what it is. It's first iteration of them doing it on the football side of things, isn't it? So, because
like you with the common stuff, I'm getting into a bit more of the common stuff, just collecting the random stuff and trying to open the bench packs. Because I just want to do something when I'm on the site. So, daily things like quick play, which is actually using our real cards, is a good idea. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, winter season, I guess I just wasn't too invested in it because of the time of year it was. But all right. Speaking of that, the Christmas wheel, what did you think of your Christmas Day wheel?
It's okay. I like the wheel. I like having the wheel in general. I would have liked to see a bit more. I think we got spoiled probably when we had the like advent calendar thing, didn't we? I love that one. That was quality. Yeah. So maybe they sort of peaked and then have come down a little bit. But I would have liked to see no one wants to freaking level up, right? I don't know who's telling Sorare that people want level ups. Like, I don't mind getting them in bulk on a game week when, you know, your teams haven't done quite well. They still win 500 level ups or whatever it is.
You mean XP you're talking about, yeah?
XP, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
XP.
Don't bring back level ups, for fuck's sake.
No one wants XP on a wheel. No one. I'd rather miss than get an XP. I don't want them. Just give us some freaking common essence. Just annoys me. Like, I literally had like 15 spins in a row. XP, 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 XP. It's like, this is pointless. Obviously, I still did it every day, but
I just think when they said like, "Oh, the Christmas, don't forget to log in for your Christmas Day spin." Like,
mine screwed up as well. I still had my old spinner. It wasn't. I've noticed some other people saying it as well.
Mine didn't look any different. It looked the same, and I got 100 XP.
Yeah, it's crap. I think maybe they screwed up a little.
Not 100 XP, 100 essence.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, that is nothing. It's not a prize. 100 essence is like a shitty arena team. You went on the weekend. You know, it's not. Yeah,
because like you said, we had a decent advent calendar before. Yeah. Like, I'm not expecting them to give us lots. Like a $2 market credit would have been like.
I'd have loved some market credits because I want to spend my money. I've got loads of money to spend, but I've spent so much money with. No, I mean like
loads of money to spend. Oh,
because I won that $200 on their Bundesliga thing, so I got money to burn on Sorare. But like, I've spent so much time, probably similar to you, in the last year with credits on Sorare that now I just see everyone as 50% off.
Yeah.
So if I don't have those credits, I'm not spending full fucking price.
Yeah, I can't buy anyone on auction or Instant Buy without credits. It's like, oh, this feels dirty.
I finally completed that bloody PSG common set today. I was like, 5 market credits, yes! Buy someone. Buy someone.
Trying to complete my Premier League common ones just to get $5 credit. Common, the home of credits. That's all you can get now.
It's worked on me in NBA. I tell you now, I've completed 14 NBA teams. I will not see those credits go to waste. As soon as I get the email saying you've got 1 day left, I'm like, right, I'm going to go buy some NBA cards.
We have a little Sorare Brisbane group chat, don't we? And Christmas Day, everyone's like, Merry Christmas, lads. Hope it's a good one. Got 100 XP. Got like 200 XP. Got 100 essence. I was like, fuck it hell. So you don't have to give us a lot, but something. Can't say we're going to get a Christmas wheel spin. Maybe because of all the common spins you get per day, it's been a bit desensitized. I think they've sort of like watered down the wheel that it's not as exciting anymore.
Should have been like market credit. What they should have done is spammed market credits across the wheel all day. Maybe given people 4 or 5 spins and like a very high chance of being market credits. And then they should have done one of those promos for auctions and instant buys where you've got like a 10% card, a 10% chance of getting a card from the same league. So that people would have had all these credits to spend. People would have been pissed up on mulled wine. Auctions would have been going crazy. Some people would have got lucky. Like, I would have been happy with that, you know? And I think that would have, I know it's market credits means that Sorare don't get the value of the cards that they want, but the value of the cards goes up because people are wanting to spend them and there's a promo on. So it kind of works out about the same for them.
Yeah. I mean, Common Wheels ruined it because we're all just so used to spins now. But yeah, Christmas wheel, bit naff, wasn't it? All right, we got plenty more Sorare things to talk about, but let's break it up quickly with one of our regular features. Let's go for which one should I pick? I haven't clicked on these videos in so long, I forgot where they all are. Let's go for this one.
It's time for the Who Am I quiz. Can DawNado finally get one right?
Yes, DawNado can finally get them right because he's got like 6 right in a row. So change that intro. I'll tell you.
The Who Am I quiz. Can you guess the player from the provided clues? The only thing you know in advance is they have a Sorare card. Is it a legend card? Is it a manager card? Is it a red X? Who knows? Well, that's the fun of the Who Am I quiz. 6-7. Down with the kids. As always, the loser of this contest between me and you has to add the given player to their giveaway pile. I have a giveaway this week, actually going out this week from my previous losses on this quiz. So look out for that. It'll be on my X and Sorare Thursday Clubs X, linked in the description below. Go and enter that and win some of the cards I get, because I always lose. When I started this, you lost like 6 in a row and you were shite at it. And I thought it'd be easy. So I started making it slightly easier for you. And now I'm just on an unimaginably long losing streak, getting battered. Kind of imagine this is how it feels being a Bristol Rovers fan, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, you did make them easier for a bit, but then I did get a couple of real good ones where I plucked them out of the bloody thin air.
Yeah.
So I want some credit. I want some credit.
Yeah, you have done very well. You got a couple of them in like 2, and I was like, all right, you're ruining the segment, you clever bastard. We go again. I tried to mix up the clue style a little bit to see if I can get you off the scent. I thought this would be a hard one, but I did reread the clues to make sure it all made sense before we came on air, and I think you're going to get it. I think you're going to get it.
I mean, you know the answer. It's easy when you know the answer, right? So
yeah, I think you're going to get it. Anyway, here we go. Clue 1. I made my debut in 2016 and have had 3 permanent clubs and 2 loan clubs. Clue 2. I earned my first call-up and international cap in September 2019, featuring as a late substitute in a 2-2 friendly draw with Ukraine. Clue 3. That is my only international appearance to date, but if I was still in the squad, I would be currently in an international tournament.
So just can you repeat that one again? Say it again. That was my only international appearance
to date. But if I was still in the squad currently, I would be in an international tournament right now.
You'd be in an international tournament right now. It's not Tarkowski then.
Clue 3. Tarkowski debut in 2016.
I don't know. I was just trying to think of something like an England cap, and I think Tarkowski has.
Clue 4. I have 442 cards on Sorare, 442. No special editions, and only from season 2022-23.
Good. I feel like that could. Is that the championship? Is that the year they create the championship cards?
Clue 5. These last 2 clues are where you're going to get it. Okay. I am featured on the Sunderland Till I Die documentary on Netflix, where I was portrayed as the villain of the piece.
What? It's not Jack Rodwell though. He was the villain of the piece. It's not Jack Rodwell. He doesn't play for an African team.
Clue 6. I played abroad where I competed with Jimmy Briand for his position, and it took 3 months for me to get my first goal in a game against Nimes.
Fuck me. Wow. Oh, villain in the Sunderland. I swear the villain was Jack Rodwell, mate. Are you sure you're thinking of the right thing?
2016, 3 permanent clubs, 2 loan clubs. International call-up in September 2019, late substitute in a 2-2 friendly draw Ukraine, my only international appearance. But if I was still in the squad, I'd currently be playing in an international tournament, which is obviously AFCON. 442 cards or so, no special editions, all from the season 2022-23. I am on Sunderland Till I Die documentary on Netflix, where I was portrayed as the villain of the piece. And I played abroad where I competed with Jimmy Briand for his position. It took 3 months for me to get my first goal in a game against Nimes.
Is Jimmy Briand, was it Leon? Is that Jimmy Briand?
No.
Christ, this is harder than I thought it was going to be, because you were telling me it was going to be.
Bonus clue, I played against Bristol City.
Is it it's not Yannick Bolasie. I don't know. No, I don't know. I think I'm stumped, mate. I think you got me.
Or the French club was Bordeaux.
Bordeaux. But so he played for Sunderland, and he was the villain of. So he obviously didn't do well for Sunderland, but he was featured prominently in the Sunderland Till I Die. It's obviously African.
Right. I'm going to call that a loss for you.
That's tough. Give me a. I've lost, but what does it begin with?
His international team was Nigeria. His French team was Bordeaux. Sunderland, currently West Brom.
It's not Josh Madger.
Josh Madger.
So almost said Josh Madger.
Josh Madger was the answer.
You fucking joker. Literally, why didn't I say it? It was in my mouth.
Why did you just out?
But he wasn't the villain. He was like their fucking best player.
He was a villain in it. He forced a move, didn't he?
Josh Madger.
I mean, that was a quote from the site as well that said he's the villain of the piece. So that wasn't even me making up that information.
Madger, can you hear me?
Josh Madger.
I genuinely, I'm not even taking the piss now. I was like 5 clues in when you said the Sunderland one. I was like, Josh Madger? Nah, it can't be Josh Madger. I didn't think he was African either. Is he Nigerian? Is he?
Well, he's got dual nationality, but he played one cap for Nigeria.
Fucking bastard.
You lose. You can start your own fucking giveaway pile for a change. Josh Madger is in your pile. And that was the Who Am I quiz, and I'm back on the board, baby.
Oh, man. I'm annoyed with myself.
I just realised the heating's coming in my office and it's getting very hot. So I'm trying not to raise my arms in the air anymore. Let's go back to Sorare News and let's go for the winter update, which we missed while we were up. The winter gameplay update. Here we go. I'll get it up on screen. Yeah, I'm kind of torn on it, like Natalie and Brulia. I feel like they just didn't really give us that much.
No, there's not much going on in it, is there?
Yeah. Everyone sort of felt like it was a big deal, but it feels like it's a lot of the things they do with their announcements where they just sort of tell you, they announce that there's going to be a big announcement.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
They just sort of fleshed it out a bit, haven't they? But it's nice that they confirm that the streaks and the prize pools are staying for the rest of the season, because obviously that's quite a big thing for us who've already bought in-season cards. And obviously a lot of those auctions are slowing down as the cards sell out and things. And you build your little stack and maybe you try and earn your money back in the second half of the season, as we're all starting to do now as we get bigger squads and hit those streaks a bit harder. So that's nice.
It won't be long, will it? Won't be long till those prices start tumbling down for the in-season cards. Everyone starts shitting their pants because their prices are going down.
Yeah. So that was nice. We got the Essence transition. Only letting you carry a certain amount over, which makes sense, right? They don't want people to save for like 6 months and then just pillage new season cards as soon as the new one starts. It sort of makes sense. Not overly interesting. We're sort of used to that, aren't we? With we had it this season, so I didn't.
Right, just buying a Josh Madger. Sorry, I was just getting the cheapest one for one of the listeners bought all of them and then listed them way high priced. So I've just got. Sorry, I'm in now. I'm in.
Josh Madger, yeah. So balance is carried over. You lose it for access. Doesn't carry on under. I sort of expected that from them. They're not going to let us all carry over loads of Essence. Yeah. It sort of makes sense. We had similar in the NBA when they changed the system as well. I tend to spend it all anyway because we do reward shows, so I'm never going to have that much to carry over.
You didn't bloody win any anyway.
Yeah, flavor transition. See, none of it is that exciting to me. MLS, what did they say about MLS? Classic slot is going to remain as part of in-season competitions. Awesome. I think if they took it away, that would cause a lot of bitch fits.
Yeah.
I always thought they might do like they take it away halfway through the season or something like that. Like the season, you wouldn't get one once we'd all had a chance to build them up.
I'd love for there to just be a classic in the MLS comp. I know there won't be one, but it'd just be so cool to roll out the classics all in one, wouldn't it? Rather than having to try and spread them across All Star.
We were it was fortunate with that, wasn't it? Because I was still playing like classic super rare MLS, which was really weird because we're just not getting any other big leagues. But we've talked about hot streaks a lot already, and they did say that they realise how big it is, and they're going to explore how to make this even more central. I really like playing Beat the Game.
Yeah, same. It needs to stay. We've said this since they got rid of thresholds, haven't we? There has to be a Beat the Game mode where you're not just playing against other absolute stacks of worldy players. Like you just need to hit score and you make a profit or make some money to buy some more players. Like there always has to be that in there, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's the largest share of the rewards go into it, new features built around it, and UX improvements. Yeah, I think there needs to be lots of UX improvements. And yeah, if you're going to make the mode bigger, then you need to be able to focus it on a bit better. It's still sort of wishy-washy, all that UI. I know that it's constantly being updated, navigation on the sides, drop downs, like expand each competition. So it's getting there, but it still needs improvements. Substitutes was obviously a big one, looking at ways to mitigate DMPs and maybe a test in the MLS competition. I fucking love MLS. So it's the first one out again, isn't it? They're going to change it. They're going to like a European schedule, aren't they?
Oh, yes.
So this is our last early MLS foray.
Maybe they'll start kicking off at 3 p.m. UK time as well, just to really appease us. It'll be like 4 a.m. in the morning in America. But yeah, I mean, they tried it last year, didn't they, where we could do subs after the team news was released. And I wasn't a huge fan of it. We discussed before how, for MLS in particular, it really doesn't suit people in Europe because for the early games it does. It's not too bad, but when it's the 3 a.m. game, there's just no way I can make it up to that, and we'll just lose out to those people, won't we? Have you changed your views on subs? What's your views now these days? I still think it is just. I'm one of those people who does think it's just part of the game and just deal with it, maybe. But maybe there's enough people getting pissed off now of quite high value galleries, and we need them to stay really. So then maybe there should be some sort of idea.
I'm just used to it in fantasy sports. I think it doesn't bother me that much. I just feel it's part of the game, but I do realise that lots of people get pissed off by it. Because
we don't have, obviously we do a lot of fancy NFL as well. We don't have DMPs and that because we have rolling locks, don't you?
Yeah.
But then it's a lot easier for NFL because there's only a certain amount of games, all just in America. So it's not something that is going to be easily implemented. It's certainly a lot more easily implemented in Sorare if they do it just for the regional things and not for all-star and under-23s, which I know they've been trialing a little bit. And I noticed there's been later deadlines for Champion Europe and Premier League. So it's a lot easier for them to implement the subs just for that one part rather than across the whole game week. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's real tough. I can imagine whatever they decide, the coding, whatever computer coding they use to code that situation must be so difficult because there's so many different scenarios that can happen.
I mean, I had to teach you what clearing your cache was last week, so I'm not sure you're really one to talk about.
I know what clearing a cache is. I just haven't done it on my computer for about 10 years. But I want the majority of people to be happy. So if you've got to have a solution, then fine. I just don't want to have to focus on Sorare loads during a game week, especially the weekend ones. I don't want rolling locks, so I'm checking every fucking team sheet. Don't want it. Don't want to have to be on my phone all the time. But if there's a solution which, you can something like an auto sub or the next available player comes in, something which I don't have to manage. I can manage before the game week still. Yeah.
But then it's your sixth man or
I saw someone said a good thing, which was you can do a sub for a person that's DMP, but it has to be someone from that fixture that it's from, that actual fixture. So if it's a keeper and you've got the backup keeper, you can sub that backup keeper in or go buy him or whatever and sub him in, but you can't sub in some other random keeper from a different game that's tomorrow, which I don't know how they code that, but
rivals, when you go and pick up another player last minute, you can do that. And then if my team's already doing shit, I don't care. Just going to let the team die.
And something else that I've said from the start with this DMP solution is there's different types of DMPs. If someone's just not doing any effort or research into figuring out if someone's risky or, they've had a knock and they haven't looked it up and seen that, then they shouldn't be rewarded. Do you know what I mean? They shouldn't be getting. But then if there's a genuine random, so I don't know how they decide what's a genuine one or not. There's been occasions where I've just had complete random ones, and everyone has literal no team news, no nothing. You've been told it's fine, and then he's not fine, or like on the morning he's ill or whatever, and that is a random DNP in my opinion. A random DNP is not when there's been an international game week in midweek and then they're not playing on the weekend. That's risky, you playing them, because there's a chance it's going to get rotated. You shouldn't be getting rewarded with a free bloody sub for that.
Yeah, and you should. And if your player starts on the bench, then that's your own fault. They're not out of the squad.
Yeah. But occasionally we get it where someone's wife goes into labour or whatever, and because the managers don't want to say that potentially could happen because it's tempting fate a little bit. They just never said. And then you're like, fucking hell, I wish I'd known that.
I sort of like the idea of from the same fixture or the same comp, like league comp, whatever, you can insert another player, like getting people to spend money on the secondary market to pick up the player they need to then put in. And then, because if you have a sub, it's you're not forced to do it. If my team's already doing shit, I don't want. Just let it die. I don't know, something there that doesn't require constant checking throughout the weekend is my. And I was always worried that like if they make it easier because you can get rid of the MPs and then like stuff, are they gonna the rewards go down because you can all mitigate your DMPs now, so you're going to hit streaks more consistently. So we're dropping 20%.
It'd have to be, like you said, it'd have to be a proper DMP where they're not even in the squad, wouldn't it? If they're on the bench, there's still a chance they can come on and get decisive, or it's just unlucky. If they're a complete red zero, but
L15 to L10, sure.
Oh, I didn't even see that was happening. Okay.
I think they already use it in NBA. Sure, makes a bit more sense.
Yeah,
15 is quite a long time.
It is, especially when it's like someone that's got injured and is still showing you his bloody L15 is like 62 and he's got a broken leg from 15 games again. It's like, I don't want to see this guy on here anymore, please.
Yeah, so sure, why not? Positive. I'm looking forward to doing L10 instead. Why not? And then we're just talking about card supply. We've seen a lot of people talking about this, haven't we? Lots of players selling out their supply already. Lots of big names, and it's ticking up daily. So no more auctions or instant buys for the year. Heavy front loading. I guess they wanted everyone to get their in-season players in early. Well, the prices were high. People were spending a lot on them rather than picking them up cheap near the end. That half the season, just get Sorare a lot of money in up front. Should make the secondary market better in the second half of the season. That's what they say, and that's what I think people's hopes are. Any thoughts?
I mean, I guess so. But then also, I think a lot of people have credits that they want to spend on auctions and instant buys, and obviously you can't use them on secondary market. So I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. I get the fact that they front loaded it because people want to have the utility, don't they, for the majority of the season. But it does need to be. I noticed there's no Pickfords at the moment. I haven't seen. He's the one player I've yet to get from my Everton in-season collection, and there's none on auction or in-season. There hasn't been the last couple of weeks.
Maybe
he's been used up.
Yeah, it does negate our credits, but I feel like we're not getting as many at the moment anyway. Maybe they'll move away from them a bit in the second half of the season.
Yeah, maybe.
Not raining in vouchers. But, just go on the secondary market and make people offers for 20% less.
Yeah, honestly, there's a lot of good deals to be had with the credits. But actually, when you look at the prices of what instant buys 20 quid, and then it's like secondary market £8.50. It's like, I don't need 50% off for a tenner. I can just buy one for £8.50. Like for teams I'm doing collection points for, like Everton, for example, or some other teams, like I want the first owner collection points. But for someone I'm just maybe getting to plug and fill a team for a week, like I will go onto the secondary market for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the secondary market's good. If you can negotiate a deal, you can get yourself some very nice prices. Winter update part 1. Yeah, I think it's more of a reassurance than anything really exciting to get our teeth stuck into. But card supply, something to keep an eye on. What else shall we talk about? I just wanted to say the African Colosseum. Played it a bit. bit disappointed. It's just like a reskinned arena, isn't it? With slightly, well, it is a reskinned arena with slightly higher.
Yeah.
Like AFCON's a big tournament with a lot of so rare cards in it. I just think we could have got something.
I got really excited for it because I got a lot of AFCON cards. I've obviously got a lot of Undies and Idrissa Gueye as well. So I was like, right, I've got AFCON cards coming out of my arse. I had I had 3 goalkeepers already without having to buy anyone, like limited goalkeepers. Got really excited for it. Entered it the first couple of weeks. Team did awful. And then I noticed that other people's teams were just so high powered and couldn't compete. So I sort of stopped giving it a go, to be honest. But I like it. I like the idea of it. I just couldn't really compete in it. And I wasn't willing to buy really high value cards just for that one-off thing. Like Mendy, I really wanted to get a Mendy, but he's a red cross, isn't he? Or blue cross because he's in Saudi.
Yeah,
the keeper, that is. And I think he's done well. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. And I would have liked to see its own actual proper competition.
We've had it before, right? Its own comp before.
We did. They didn't do it last year because I thought they were going to and bought loads of African cards for it, and then they didn't do anything. And then they did the year before, but it wasn't an arena. It was just like an actual regional competition that we've got now. I can't remember what they did with the prizes because they wouldn't have been able to give African cards out, would they? But I don't know. I do think it deserves its own competition for sure because AFCON's a massive thing. And there is now over time become lots and lots of so rare cards that are African nationals. So
yeah, I think I'd just like to see something more from it for. Than
I'd
just
like to see some merch. Some merch would have been cool, like special African design merch or some special like African cards.
I didn't get myself a winter pack either. I didn't get myself no winter merch.
But you know how they did the Japanese and Korean special cards that were really cool designs, like Asian designs. So it would have been nice to see something. I know it was difficult because they're in their team, their clubs, aren't they? So it would have been difficult, but it would have been cool for something to happen.
Yeah,
maybe they'll do something for the actual winners, like they did with PSG when they won the Champions League.
You'll get like a semi-final, final comp or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I had quite a few players for it, quite a few in season as well, and the cap's nice. I suppose it gives you a way to compete against just pure powerhouses. And I won a few little scraps from it, but nothing like exciting. But I haven't had a team. I think it's big enough competition. It could have got something a little bit more exciting. But there we go. We can hope. Let's do one more thing to talk about. We'll see how we do for time. So I'm going to go on to another segment for us. One of the returning segments is for part 3 of Super Tips of the Week.
2 warriors collide and put their reputations on the line in Super Tips of the Week. I'm so excited to see who wins.
Me too, AI lady. Me too. I am so excited to see who wins. So excited. It's Super Tips of the Week. This is a tipping contest where the loser at the end of every 3 shows has to add a card to the giveaway pile. It must be someone they picked during that run. This is game week 3. So after this week, you will tell us the final results and who has to add a player from this run. So I just realised I've picked some quite nice players in this one. So I won't be giving any of those away. So I can't remember who I picked in the first week, but I hope I put someone shit in at some point.
We've done the scores for week 1. There's been a slight delay with the scoring system for week 2.
You mean you forgot, yeah?
Yes, I forgot. And then obviously we're going into week 3 now. So we'll do, like you say, we'll do a 3-week competition each time. I think that makes it nice.
All right.
Would you like to go through the categories for anyone that's forgotten, like I did earlier?
Yeah, for you, who is your own competition, which you are scoring and keeping track of for the podcast, and you forgot what it was about. We can't pick the same player twice. Yeah, we can't pick the same player twice, and we must own the player that we pick. 3 categories to pick from.
And they can't be from the same league. Your 3 picks can't be from the same league. That's what we decided as well.
Sure. So we got banker tip of the week. Any player playing in the game week to get a decisive. We're playing for the weekend game week. Can't remember which number it is, but it will be, what's the date today? 9th. Game week starting the 9th of January. Banker tip of the week. Any player to get decisive. Goalkeeper pick of the week. Goalkeeper to get a decisive of any form, good or bad. And then long shot of the week, which is now 15 of 50 or less. That is worth 3 points for the week, and the other 2 category 2 points for the goalkeeper, 1 point for the banker, 3 points for the long shot of the week. L15 of 50 or less for the long shot of the week. There we go. I got the explanation out. Banker tip of the week. Shall I start?
Go for it. So this is the 1 pointer. The 1 pointer. The 1 pointer. I'm going to write down yours at the same time because I did not do that for week 2 because I'm an idiot.
I've gone big.
Whoa.
I've used one of my best cards.
Oh, God. It's Harry Kane.
Nice home matchup after a break. Has to be a guarantee for me here. So worth using him. I've gone for Harry Kane.
No, I knew it.
Like,
you'd have to give him away, mate. I'm buzzing for that.
He's one of my best cards, and this seems like a plum time to use him. Home to Wolfsburg.
Yeah. I used him in the first week, and he scored. So he's a banker, mate. He is what it is.
I think I was losing after week 1, so yeah, I just think Harry Kane's going to get decisive this week. Sure, by thing. So I stuck him in, nailed. Your banker of the week?
Well, I also wanted to go for Kane before realising I'd already picked him 3 weeks ago, or three times ago, and then also I was looking at my goalkeepers first because I didn't have a huge amount of good goalkeeper matchups, and I picked a goalkeeper from the Bundesliga in my head. So I was like, I can't pick a Bayern Munich card because I can't have 2 from the Bundesliga. So to cut a long story short, I went for Ivan Perisic from PSV. Now they're playing Excelsior, I believe, at home.
Excelsior.
Yeah, Excelsior. Had a little injury last month, but is back and is firing. And now we are doing this before the team news is on Sorare Inside for the week, so I could be made to look very stupid if he's actually out. But I'm going to go for him. I own his card. He's got a plum matchup. They're missing Sabiri because he's at AFCON. So, I mean, he's nailed to start anyway, but he'll at least maybe be a bit more involved in things because Sabiri's not there. So, yeah, plum matchup, PSV, elite team. Going to go for Perisic.
Perisic. All right, on to the goalkeepers. I didn't have that many goalkeepers this weekend, actually, considering my gallery's pretty large with common cards.
Same. I'm missing, obviously there's Prem and there's lots of random nations still on winter breaks, aren't there? Like Austria and bloody Denmark or whatever. So, yeah, I'm the same, mate.
Yeah, so I had to go for Hertha Berlin legend, Alexander Schwolow.
Do you spit or do you swallow?
He is top of the SPFL with Hearts at the moment, and they are playing Dundee. So a decent fixture. He's had a fair amount of decisives so far through the season. Obviously, the one I'm looking at is a clean sheet against Dundee, top of the league. So, yeah, I didn't have very many good options unless I was hoping to pick a donkey who's going to make a mistake. So I've gone Swallow.
I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, well, you've gone for Swallow, and I've gone for Rono. So Frederick Rono. I think, do you own his card as well? I think you might do.
I don't, but Schwallow used to play for Union Berlin as well, didn't they? So
no way, Schwallow and Rono.
Schwallow and Rono.
So they've got Mainz. I don't know. I always think I own a Mainz top. I own Cologne and Red Bull Leipzig. They're playing Mainz at home. Mainz aren't very good. Union Berlin aren't that great either, to be honest with you, but they're certainly a lot better than Mainz. And I think Union Berlin won their last 2 games, maybe, if I'm not mistaken, on my small bit of research I did earlier. So, yeah, I've gone for him. Like you said, didn't have a lot of goalkeeping options this week, missing all my glorious Pickfords because of the FA Cup this weekend. So, couldn't select him. So, yeah, go for Rono. I think that's pretty solid.
Okay, and then long shot, L15 and 50 or less, 3 points for correct guess. I have technically picked another Bayern Munich striker.
Oh, you can't do that.
But he's not playing in the Bundesliga this weekend.
Whoa!
He'll be playing for Senegal.
Is it Nicolas Jackson?
Against Mali. And again, options were a bit thinner this weekend. It's a lot harder to find a gem in there.
I almost picked Nicolas Jackson as well. I didn't, but I almost did.
So, yeah, 3 decisives in AFCON already so far. So Nicolas Jackson with a 49 L15, soon to be L10, was my pick. There you go.
Absolute king of 0 AA, Nicolas Jackson.
Yeah.
No, I like it. It's good, solid. And Senegal are the best team in Africa right now. So, well, definitely up there. I've gone for someone I'm hoping is going to get a bit of an uptick, although he has been doing well under Nancy. I'm going to go for Arnie Engels. So they've obviously got Martin O'Neill back. He's come back again for the 17th time this season, and he is back in charge. They've got a plum fixture on paper. I think, are they home to St. Johnstone? Who are they home to? Dundee
United.
Dundee United. I mean, Dundee United aren't that bad, but on paper, Celtic should be smashing them. And you'd like to think they're probably going to have a bit of a new, I know it's an old manager coming back, but a bit of a new manager bounce, because I don't think they got on too well with old Nancy, did they?
No.
So, yeah, good fixture. He, as far as I can tell, is still in charge of taking their corners, penalties, etc. So, yeah, I've put him in as my guy.
Okay, there we go. That's the lineup for this week. I'm feeling confident. Seeing you.
I mean, you got 1 point nails with Harry Kane. So that's a pretty good start. Maybe you'll take a 1-0 victory this weekend.
Okay, that was Super Tips of the Week. Looking forward to you giving another card away after a barren streak of it just being purely me. Let's see if we can get 2 from you in one show. I just want to talk about one more thing before we go on to the Everton performance review, and then we'll be out of it because we're doing all right for time for a change. Just quickly on the vault competition, that's the one thing we missed while we were away. Do you remember the old vault competition? You need to be a level 7 vaulter to enter, and it was like 50% of the people that entered got essence, and it's like quite a lot of essence the higher up you went. But like, if you entered a team, you had a pretty strong shot of getting like 1,000 essence and basically a free craft. So it's nothing overly exciting, and I didn't even enter it. I tried to get there, but I was into the level 6, and it was just going to cost me about another 30 quid to get into level 7. And I was like, it's just to win. I'll probably win 1,000 or 2,000 essence, or get a DMP and win nothing. But I just wanted to bring it up because I did like the idea of rewarding people who are buying into like the niche aspects of the platform, or who've spent a shit ton of money so they can afford to vault hundreds of players. Bringing vaulting into the limelight a little bit. I maybe check my vault, and I had a couple of nice players in there who had some decent.
I released some
form I had to hook out.
I completely forgot I bought Alphonso Davis like whenever he was injured, and he came back and was playing a few games, and I was like, "Fuck, I've got Alphonso Davis in my vault. Go get him out." But yeah, no, I think it's a good idea. Unfortunately, I did have a little look, and I was quite far away from getting to level 7 on. Well, I think I was level like 4.5 or so, and limited. And it's difficult in my head to buy players I'm going to not use.
Yeah.
But I can see how it could be good, especially for bots. I don't know if bots are really vaulting and whether they just don't give a shit, but their vaults must be bulging.
Bulging vaults.
I tell you, they've like you go on that Satonia or whatever it's called. It's got like 50,000 cards. Like even if they're just worth 1 vault point per card, just vault the whole lot, and you're in the vault comp.
Do you remember when Powell was a thing? No one uses Powell anymore because
Powell Trader.
Yeah, because it's like using AOL in 2026. That's just not
right. It's like my dial-up at home. It's it's got a bit silly with a lot of the bots now. I find there's some you can get decent deals, but I swear I'll give them an offer, and they'll just make me the same, like they'll just offer me the exact price that the card's going for already, plus the card I offered. I'm like, well, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm like, I'll just buy him for the price. It's like they've screwed up something in the whatever coding they used to do the bot.
I don't really use them anymore, but I did like the Vault competition. I wanted to get into it, but actually, I made me go into level 6, and then I could see like the money and the essence boosts when they were coming in, because you never really noticed the money for it. It probably wasn't high enough to get a boost. And then I was like, oh, I'm actually getting, maybe I should take this a bit more seriously. Maybe I should go and pay for one of those spreadsheets for the best players to Vault to make.
Got to get them legends, mate. Get them legends in.
I spent enough fucking money on legends, thanks. They're all in my Vault now. The waste of fucking space. Make legends great again.
I'm so glad I bought Iker Casillas rare for like £950 at the time. So it's in my Vault. Really good decision.
God, some of the prices are mental. That's for another show. Nudge, nudge, make collecting great again. Let's have a collecting competition for all of us who spent fuckloads of money on M&S collection.
Imagine, I was just really thinking about if they just brought the Legends comp back. Oh my God.
That'd be so good.
Oh my God, it'd be so sexual.
So good. With a fresh new release of Legend cards.
Oh,
Serena Williams, Ambassador cards.
What? I can't see the problem in that. What was the problem? Do you reckon someone kicked off about it? Like Zidane came over and said, you can't be using my fucking picture on this card. Yeah. And then all the other Legends was like teaming up together with pitchforks going, stop using our fucking pictures on the cards. They were so good. I loved cheering for the entire midfield of a random like Inter Milan or something. I was like, any of you fucking do something.
I've got loud drop. Anyone get an assist, for fuck's sake.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, bring it back. And put coaches in as well. Make me have a coach for my Legend team.
Yeah, I like
Maradona. Awesome. Anyway, that was Vault competition. Let's finish off with, I've got to scratch your itch. I've got to let you do it. Look at your backgrounds. You've done very well today. We haven't talked about Everton too much.
I've got a new scarf. Got a new scarf in the background.
Okay, yeah, there you go, everyone. Johnny has a new scarf.
It's from the game you went to, Rick. Everton Brighton, first of the game. Saw it on 50% off on the website for my Christmas present. So I was like, fuck it, I'm buying it myself.
Here we go.
I need to get my flags out for this. Why do I keep forgetting to do it?
It's the Everton performance review where we suck on those toffees, and we basically just let Johnny vent about Everton for 5 minutes, and then we'll move on. Today on the Everton performance review, I'm just going to bring up a few things. McNeil's season back. McNeil's been starting games. He got decisive.
Yeah, he just about made it half time in the last game before getting hooked off. But yeah, I love McNeil. I have a soft spot for McNeil, occasionally a hard spot for McNeil. But yeah, it just doesn't seem to be quite gelling with the new way we want to play. I got to say, I don't know if you wanted my feedback at that point there, but McNeil's season is potentially playing a little bit, but potentially McNeil's season could be for potentially another football team next year. So we will see.
Yeah, it's actually not very exciting, McNeil's season. 4 starts in a row.
It just doesn't suit the way we want to play now. We've got a lot more players up in that region of the pitch that are better on the ball and want to keep the ball rather than someone that's kind of like good at putting in early crosses, but it's not really what we do now. So it doesn't really suit our system at the moment.
I always remember him being really good. When did that happen?
His AA was quality back in the day. What-ish? I've pulled the wool over your eyes for years, mate.
I swear everyone talked about Laird, and everyone had like a little McNeil fetish for being the best value. I mean, I suppose
he was good value. To be fair, like there's some good peaky scores there, and he had the case. But like, think of how shit Everton were then. He was by far our best player AA wise.
So he's going to go back on the bench, and he once the boys back from AFCON.
Yeah, I mean we've obviously got a lot of injuries at the moment, plus Ndai and Idris Gueye at AFCON, and likely to be going all the way to the final because Senegal are really good. So yeah, we're missing a few key players. He has come in. He did well in the game against Forest, which was a couple of weeks ago, where we won 2-0, got an assist, played well, and then in typical Everton fashion, just as the positivity really gets into your veins, they get smashed at home by Brentford, 4-2, and he was woeful. To be honest, most of the team were woeful, but so yeah, I think I'm reviewing where we're at this season so far, halfway through the season. It's been a weird, inconsistent season where we've looked great in patches. We've been really good away from home. We've had some good home fixtures too, but we've just lost some random games. And also, when we've come up against teams that are like elite teams, we've got pretty well beaten. Because quite often in the last few years, we've sort of upped our game against the big teams and done shit against the lesser teams and away from home. So we're a bit opposite this year. It's a bit of a weird one. But I will certainly take it after the last 3-4 years of horrific stress watching us somehow avoid relegation. So if we fall back into sort of, my original prediction was 8th to 12th. I think that's what I said. If we fall back into that region, I'll be very happy. It's so tight in the Premier League right now. 6th to 15th is like 5 points, isn't it? It's stupid.
Yeah. If we're speaking of redemption arcs, maybe Dwight McNeil's not got a redemption arc, but maybe Michael Keane does.
Yes, he's
91 and 100.
He's started the season beautifully for us, and arguably was outperforming Tarkowski from the start of the season. Now we are coming. I don't want to focus too much on this Brentford game that's just happened a couple of days ago, but he was fucking woeful in that game. Like most of our players, he looked like original Michael Keane in the last game. But if we ignore that game, he was extreme. He's been extremely good this season. He's been a goal scoring threat. He's got a couple of assists there, a couple of goals, 3 assists, is it? All those last month.
Yeah, mental Michael Keane.
Yeah, he's been doing really well for us and looked really good. But he's always got that shit game in him. And actually, he wasn't planned to be playing this year because we gave Branthwaite a big bump, a new deal, and then Branthwaite's had 2 operations in the season so far and played no football at all. And Jacob Ryan's having to cover it right back because our right backs are old or injured. So we are struggling a little bit. I think now we're halfway through the season, our small squad is really starting to hit us.
But like, who saw this coming at the end of the chat? Like,
yeah.
Ex-Man United, got a little bit of a soft spot for him. Big up the Michael Keane.
I've said this before. I kind of feel like he's experienced so much of the shit that Everton have been through in the last 8 years. He kind of just has to stay forever. He's part of the furniture now, He's been through it all. But yeah, I feel positive about the season so far. I think we've looked really good. We've got the best, well, up until a few weeks ago, it might change now, but since Moyes came in halfway through last season, we've got the best away record of any Premier League team in the league, which is crazy to think about. I didn't even realise myself. I think it's us, then Arsenal have got the same away record. So it just shows you how maybe poor our home record has been, like not just at the new stadium, but Goodison Park, we were terrible last year. Apart from that, so
yeah, very good. And speaking of redemption arcs, for a third time, your strikers actually started to score goals.
Hey,
two absolutely pond live strikers to start the season. I think we won tickets to this Brighton game, the first game at the Hill Dickey.
Yep.
Well, I bought a Barry when he was starting in the excitement of being there in season, and you can see how it went. Really struggling to find any yellow, and he's managed to score 3 goals in his last 6.
Yeah, he has. If you're looking for a striker who's got great AA, then Tieno Barry is your man.
It's woeful.
Yeah, we just
absolutely woeful.
He is struggling, and actually, Beto has been not doing well this year at all. But he came on and looked so good against Brentford.
Christ, look how orange that score chart is.
I think Beto's on his way out, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. He's shite.
I love Beto, and I bet you'll find it very hard to find an Everton fan who doesn't love Beto, but he's just not quite the one. And I love him.
Everton fan who don't love Beto, please drop it in the comments below.
Yeah, I mean, he's not.
I don't know who we're relying on there. Dunk disorderly.
He is chaos. That's what I would describe Beto as. He's a chaos striker. He's an impact sub player, if he's happy to be that, and I doubt he's happy to be that. So he needs to go somewhere where he's not really into impact sub player. But it's nice to see our strikers at least scoring a few goals in the last few games. But
you don't want to own Beto or Tino.
We need a new striker. We need a new striker, but the main thing we need is some fullbacks that can play football. Because I don't know what's going on with Mikolenko. I can't deal with him anymore. I've bitched about so much on the show, and then I've fallen back in love with him again, and I've bitched about again. I can't keep watching him not be able to pass or cross, and he can defend, and he'd probably be a great left back in the 90s, but he cannot play football. And then Jacob Ryan's doing a certain effort at right back, but he's not a right back. Seamus Coleman, I love him to bits, but he's 36 years old with no legs. Patterson did okay when he played finally the other day, but is really not that good and wants to leave. We have to have fullbacks. Moyes plays with fullbacks, and we have no fullbacks.
Yeah, you did say Seamus Coleman was better than Wan-Bissaka as well.
He is.
Okay, put it in the comments below. Who's better, Wan-Bissaka?
Well, currently it's obviously Wan-Bissaka, but I'd rather have fucking Seamus Coleman's skill at his peak than bloody Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Okay, that was the Everton performance review. We've got one more thing to do, which I forgot to do. We're on 1 hour, 20 minutes. We'll be off before 1:30. Nice 90-minute show, like a football match. Sorare grinds my gears. I actually haven't got a video for it. This is quickfire. I just want you to let off a bit of steam before we leave the podcast. Something that you want to get off your chest that annoys you about Sorare.
I've completely forgotten what I was going to say.
I've got one. I can go. Not being able to fucking pack the last fucking common player I need. Because no one's ever heard of him anymore. They don't play football. Like Dixon, whoever the hell Dixon is at Everton. Andres Garcia, Obi, Mudryk. Can't find them anywhere. They don't exist. I've opened like 400 of the same packs and they're not there. And
if I open another freaking Guessand from Aston Villa, so many Guessands. I don't need 150 Guessands.
It's so many Betos. There's so many. Go away. I don't want any more Betos.
It has come up on Twitter, isn't it? Some guy, I can't remember his name. Sorry, I can't give you a shout out.
It's the New England Revs guy, isn't it?
Revs, that's right. He has been, I don't know how he's got it. He's dug into the data and he's found out that they're basically impossible. I think 3 people have packed a Romain Dixon out of the last like 10,000 packs or something. So it's going to be hard. But yeah, something's not quite right in the matrix there. I understand that for players that don't play or are injured, it's going to be slightly less likely, but basically 0.0001% of packing them when you try and complete a set is pretty annoying.
And so, it's just like,
I agree
on the NBA side, it's so easy to complete the sets. You just go on the cards and you get them eventually. And you're like, I've completed 3, completed 4, completed 5. And it's like, I cannot complete a single team. I just want my £5 credit. I've spent 12,000 common essence today on basic packs and I still can't complete a team.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
That's good. I like it.
Anyway, that grinds my gears, really annoys me.
I bet you if we had just kept all the players that you scrapped doing it, you would have completed another team whilst trying to complete the team you want to complete. But yeah, no, that's a valid gripe, and I also have that gripe. My gripe, and I don't think I've talked about this before, is not being able to park claim rewards like I used to be able to. And does particularly affect us because we like to leave our prizes or our cards until we do the show. But I need that essence. I need the essence that's with those prizes because I can't enter arena teams right now because I don't have any fucking essence. And it's just sitting there and I can't claim it because if I claim it, I claim my cards and then I can't do this. It's just really annoying. I mean, you definitely used to be able to park claim. And then at some point 2 months ago, whenever I had that glitch where I claimed and my cards went into my thing, they've changed it. I don't like it. And it's getting to the point where I might have to at Nicholas at this point. He's liked a few of my tweets recently. He's there. He sees me. I'm in his matrix. I'm going to have to at him and say, what's going on here, Nicholas?
It's like the daily ones as well, and the NBA ones. It just pops up every day, like take your stuff, and then I have to click on it, and I can't get out of it at any point, and I've got to just fuck off. I don't want to do this now. Leave me alone.
Can't claim them. When I'm scrolling through them, and I click one, as soon as I click it, that goes to my gallery. take it there. Take that essence, put it in my gallery so I can use it.
And the app and the website are different. It's like, why is my cross not appear on the app? Let me out. I don't want to be in here anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to claim my 20 common essence right now, right? Don't care. Leave it alone. No, and they've changed the menus as well. I can't just find the auction house, or it's just not at the top.
Yes, that's annoying because you have to then you click on the whatever it is, and then you have to click at the bottom tab to select the whether you want common, limited, and then that changes the screen again.
Yeah, like now I've got to do auction. It's by manage deals here, and like I need to change to common instead to find these bits. I need to go. Yeah, I don't like it.
They just need to. I'm sure they have something where they monitor people's clicks on this. Like, if 98% of the people are clicking on auctions for limiteds and rares, make that the most bloody prominent thing on the home screen, not fucking explore or refer a friend. You know, I don't care about all that shit. So I agree with you. I agree with you there as well. That's another gripe.
That's another gripe. Three grinds my gears this time. But there we go. That was grinding my gears. We got a little bit off our chest. I like it. I feel a lot better for letting some of the steam out of my lungs.
Yeah. And our gripes are with common, so at least they're probably like, well, it's fucking free anyway, so piss off.
Still love Sorare.
Yeah.
I'm out of things to talk about, and that's almost at 90 minutes. That is almost full time. So I guess all that's left for us to say is thank you very much for joining us. Good luck with your game weeks. I hope you absolutely dominate and go streaking like a wild streaker. We've been going a long time. I've forgotten how to make sentences. So we'll leave it there. Please like and subscribe and all that vibe on the way out to help us keep the bills on at STC. We would much appreciate it and love you forever. We'll be back with you soon for more shenanigans, more card openings, more crafting, more podcasts, more things like that. You love to see it. But from now, from me, it's a Viva La Thursday Club. And from him, it's a...
Up the toffees.
Toffees. There we go.
Wow.